Dex and Blue Oni traveled to Riften in search of Esbern, a former blade and one of the last living experts on dragons. Their search led them into the Ratway beneath the city, a maze of shadows, thieves, and lingering danger where Esbern had been hiding for years. After fighting their way through the tunnels, Dex earned Esbern's trust by revealing knowledge only the Dragonborn could possess. The name Alduin realizing the legends were true, Esbern agreed to leave his hiding place and help uncover the truth behind the dragon crisis. As they prepared to leave the Ratway, the weight of prophecy settled and answers lay ahead. But so did consequences neither of them yet understood. And in the darkness, as the world around slept unaware, Dex and Oni stood closer than before, two souls bound not just by fate and fire, but by something quieter and far more dangerous, a love beginning to take root just as the end of the world drew nearer.
The road was quiet after Riften, but my thoughts weren't. Every step forward felt heavier than the last, not because of my armor, but because of Oni. The way she smiled like the world wasn't ending. The way she believed in me when I wasn't sure I believed in myself. This journey is dangerous. I've seen that truth carved into stone, burned into dragonfire, whispered by men who know how stories like mine usually end. And loving someone in the middle of all that, that might be the most dangerous thing yet. Delphine met us back in Riverwood.
It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long.
Esbern wasted no time. If we wanted answers, real answers, we had to go to Skyhaven Temple and see Alduin's Wall.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes. But there's no guarantee, of course.
Orgnar, this is it. The inn is yours. And probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
The journey through the Reach was brutal. Forsworn attacked in waves, screaming prayers to dead gods. Delphine fought with the fury of someone reclaiming her purpose. Oni moved like a shadow ahead of us.
Stone remembers what time forgets. Dragons carved in ancient threads. Blood and fire and made law. Written deep in Alduin's wall. Read the runes, hear fate call. One must rise, one must fall. If Alduin lies, decks must fade. Two souls bound, one price paid. One price paid. One price paid.
At the temple entrance, Esbern stopped before the great stone dragon.
Notably well preserved. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts, no doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn.
I cut my palm. The stone drank my blood, and the mountain
It's coming
opened.
to life. You did it. There's the entrance. After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first to set foot in Skyrim.
Inside Skyhaven Temple, time felt wrong. The air was still, heavy with memory. At the far end stood Alduin's wall. Massive, ancient, carved with battles and symbols worn smooth by centuries. Esbern approached it reverently, tracing the carvings. As he spoke, the room seemed to close in.
Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
The wall told of Alduin's first defeat, not by blade, but by banishment, cast forward in time by an elder scroll. The dragons fleeing, the world surviving. But then Esbern stopped.
Wait. There is more here.
He pointed to a section most scholars had dismissed as symbolic, a figure standing opposite Alduin, weathered in the same markings, the same fire, not a slayer, not a champion, a mirror.
This figure is bound to Alduin, not merely Dragonborn, but tethered. As long as Alduin lived, the tethered soul would be drawn toward him, and when the time came, they cannot exist together.
The words settled like frost in my bones. The carvings told of a curse laid at the moment Alduin was cast from time, a balance struck by forces that feared the World Eater's return.
Alduin and the tethered Dragonborn, one must end for the other to remain.
The room went silent. I stared at the wall, at the figure carved in stone, and for the first time the legend stopped feeling distant. This wasn't about destiny or heroism. It was a countdown. The wall offered no comfort, only direction. The Elder Scroll was real. The Greybeards knew more than they had said. And Alduin wasn't just my enemy. He was the reason I existed at all. What about Esbern? You think he's just a crazy old man? Or do you think he was serious about it's either me or Alduin that gets to live at the end of this?
Esbern clings to old prophecies, like a drowning man to driftwood. Believe in destiny if it serves you, Dex, but never let it blind you to the choices before you now.
Choices? What choice do I really have in any of this?
The choice to wield your power, or be consumed by it. The choice to trust in those who would guide you, or forge your own path. The choice to save the world, or let it end.
As we left Skowhaven Temple, the weight of the truth followed me into the open air. Dragonborn, cursed, tethered. One of us would fall, and the world would decide which name was remembered. With all this new information, I knew it was time to meet back up with Lydia. Lydia found me just outside the city gates of Whiterun. From the looks of it, she had been doing some hard work. She had a brand new set of armor on and a pretty damn good looking hairdo. And she had that familiar look of mission accomplished on her face.
About time. I was starting to think you decided to live in ancient ruins permanently.
Trust me, after Alduin's Wall, I've had enough stone tablets to last a lifetime.
I spoke with the Jarl. You have a home now. Breeze home. Keys, deed, the whole thing.
A house? As in walls, a door, a place where no one is actively trying to kill me?
Yes, and a bed. You look like you've forgotten what those are. You don't have to carry everything alone, my Thane.
I let out a slow breath. I didn't realize I'd been holding. After dragons, Thalmor plots, and curses that whispered when I tried to sleep, the ideal of a quiet room felt unreal. For the first time in a long while, the road ahead didn't feel endless. The door to Bree's home creaked as I pushed it open, and for a moment, none of us spoke. It wasn't much. Wooden walls, a hearth, a table that had seen better days, but it was warm, solid, real. After so much blood and road dust, it felt like stepping into something that might actually last. Lydia stepped inside first, nodding once in approval.
It will serve. Defensible. Quiet. A good place to rest.
I exhaled, a tension I hadn't noticed finally loosening in my chest. Never thought I'd own a house. Last place I slept had a Draugr problem.
I like it. It feels safe.
Huh. Well, I'll give you a moment.
If I survive all this, maybe we stay. Here, in Skyrim. No running, no hiding. She looked at me then, really looked at me, eyes bright with hope I didn't deserve but needed.
When you survive, we'll make it ours.
I smiled, leaning my forehead against hers. For once, the future didn't feel like a curse or a burden, just a promise.